Coming up, a robbery goes bad at a local fast food restaurant.
Charges are filed in a murder case. No bail was set for the alleged killer. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Lanika Alexander.
And I'm Courtney Chickas. The Valdosta City Council is meeting again tonight to discuss two controversial zoning issues.
And Valdosta police are looking for the person involved in the robbery of the famous fast food restaurant Arby's on St. Augustine Road. Valdosta police are looking for the person involved in the robbery at the fast food restaurant Arby's on St. Augustine Road last night. The robber broke in through the air conditioning duct on the roof. Reporters say the robber stole cash and a $500 digital video recorder security system. Lieutenant Aaron Kirk from the Valdosta Police Department says it appears that the burglar was able to remove the parts of the air conditioning unit and get into the ductwork, then use the hole in the ceiling to gain access inside. If you have any information regarding this case, contact the police department at 229-293-3145.
The Valdosta City Council is meeting tonight to discuss two controversial zoning issues. The city has considered the expansion of the Parkwood Development Center located at 1501 North Lee Street and has been there for nearly 43 years. The Parkwood Center is zoned in a single-family residential area. City Zoning Administrator Matt Martin suggests that it should be in a zone designated as Office Professional. This would allow the activities building to be north of the 2-mile branch creeks and a 20-bed dormitory east of the creek. Martin says that these buildings would benefit the campus because it would allow them to have more people and also give them more room for activities. At least two city council members expressed concern Tuesday night about whether the changes were consistent with zoning in the surrounding area. They also questioned whether the city would be liable for a lawsuit because of potential flooding in the area. The city is expected to vote on this rezoning tonight.
This morning, we received a report from the Valdosta Police Department stating that charges were filed against 20-year-old Valdosta resident Jerry Gay. Gay is accused of malice murder in the shooting death of 42-year-old Twania Kilslow. On Saturday, the Valdosta Police Department responded to a call about a dispute involving a gun. When officers arrived on scene, Gay reportedly fled on foot. He was caught and officers say a handgun was found in his possession. At the scene, Gay was charged with pointing a gun at another person, obstruction of officers, and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. Investigators then submitted a request for ballistic testing to be compared to the evidence in this homicide investigation. Gay is still in jail on the other charges and is now facing the malice murder charge. The case is still being reviewed and other charges may be filed.
A Miller Coors sustainability report has shown not only has the company overall used less water, but that the Albany facility has greatly reduced its usage as well. The company was able to bring water's usage down by 6.1% and the energy level to 5.4%. This Albany brewer is now using new products like a lubricant that wasn't water or soap based. The beer company also stopped relying on a stream in some of its processes, lessening the water and energy usage at the same time. Miller Coors says it plans to continue these reductions in the future.
After 7 years of service, an 8-year-old Albany-based Marine Corps patrol dog named Barrels is barking his goodbyes. Barrels has turned in his badge for retirement as he heads home with one of his handlers. Dog handler Chris Gurr says Barrels was not only his partner, but his friend. Barrels will now have the opportunity to recover from a back injury that occurred in the field, and now he will enjoy his life of doggy freedom.
One Albany homeowner is breathing a sigh of relief after the Albany City Commissioners voted to put multiple stop signs on her street. Homeowners thought that requesting speed bumps in the area would alleviate the problem of speedy drivers, but they were wrong. Now the commissioners have voted to place signs along several side streets. Homeowners are now waiting for the results.
Music promoters are bringing a special outdoor event to the Good Life City of Albany. To make it easier to bring these events downtown, Albany commissioners voted recently to have a special events committee handle all the outdoor activities. The police and fire departments, code enforcement, and city engineering will all serve on the board, which will be headed up by the downtown city manager. What this means is that promoters will no longer have to go from office to office seeking approval for every step they take, and the permit process won't have to go through the city commissioners. Commissioners will make the final vote next week.
Flags in downtown Tifton are old and worn, and some business owners are saying it's time for them to be replaced. Business owner Jack Stone has owned his Western Auto Parts for over 50 years and takes pride in how downtown looks, especially near his business. Stone says that flags are dirty, torn, and need replacing. Stone plans to collaborate with his other fellow community leaders to have them replaced by November.
Georgia's Governor Nathan Deal has announced that 107 schools have been awarded medals in the 2012-2013 Governor's Shape Honor Roll program. This program challenges schools like Lowndes Middle and Lowndes High to make improvements based on 3 criteria. These 3 criteria include physical activity, nutrition, and wellness. This program was launched last year as a call to action to deal with childhood obesity.
Coming up, a new instance has police officials worried.
And local weatherman Fallon gives us our current forecast. We'll be back.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. A majority of Americans feel that the United States is losing their religious influences.
This is the highest percentage that has been recorded in the last 40 years.
Valdosta police are cracking down on the sake of dangerous herbal incense called Crazy Clown or Herbal Madness. The incense is popping up at convenience stores and smoke shops all over Georgia. 8 teens and young adults were hospitalized Thursday for smoking the substance. The Georgia Health Department says that this incense can render a person unconscious and cause them to have severe cardiac problems.
With strong bones, you also need a healthy heart. Hundreds came out for the grand opening of the South Georgia Medical Center new Dasher Memorial Heart Center and Patient Tower this week. Dr. Tri Powell said the Dasher Heart Center is pretty much a full-service cardiovascular center. He also stated that we take care of patients with heart disease of all types. This 5-story patient tower is equipped with all new state-of-the-art, technically including 3 cath labs, 96 private rooms. The center will be a major addition to the community.
2 Douglas men were arrested and facing charges to doctor shopping, a practice that local officials say is becoming a problem in the community. The state of Georgia has implemented a statewide database that can be accessed by law enforcement officials, pharmacists, and physicians to identify individuals who are doctor shopping. And this database was in connection with this case. Jeremy Boyd Porter was arrested recently for fraudulently obtaining controlled substances. He was visiting 4 different physicians in Douglas and Valdosta, receiving a prescription for methadone and histocodone. Porter then filed his prescriptions at 5 different pharmacies. Jack Martin Wilkes, better known as Marty, was also committing the same crime, but only filed his prescriptions at 3 different pharmacies. Prescriptions medications abuse has become a national epidemic. The Douglas Coffee Drug Unit has been investigating these complaints diligently and says it will continue to take a proactive stance on resolving this problem.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Don't worry, you are not alone. The Centers for Disease Control released a study saying that 9 million adults use prescription sleeping pills to get to sleep. Are you one of them? Researchers say that nearly 10% of Americans suffer chronic insomnia and may seek a physician for help. Women are more likely than men to take sleeping pills, 5% women and 3% male. The recommended among sleep is 7 to 9 hours a night. If you are not getting adequate enough sleep, please contact your physician to detail if you have a sleeping illness.
Up next, we'll see what those after Labor Day skies have in store with an update of our weather forecast. Stay with us.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED! Hey. Can you keep it down, Baba? Thanks.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Valdosta State University. Encouraging.
In-depth inquiry.
Hands-on experience.
Service and involvement.
And a global view.
While offering
a beautiful residential campus.
Over 100 fields of study.
Graduate and online degrees.
And championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
It's been a really sunny day today, hasn't it?
With more people heading to the beach, everyone is keeping their eyes on the weather.
Our own Fallon Stamaj has a look at our hot and humid weather forecast. Fallon?
Thanks, Lanika. Taking a look at your local weather, it's another hot day in Valdosta, Georgia with an expected high of 91 degrees. It's been partly cloudy today. We've had 40% chance of rain. Tonight's weather is expected to be partly cloudy with a low of 71 degrees. Be on the lookout for scattered showers and a possible thunderstorm this evening. Friday will be similar as today with a 50% chance of rain. Tomorrow we'll have a high of 91 degrees and be partly cloudy with a couple of isolated showers. Followed by a low of 70 degrees, we'll be expecting another thunderstorm later on in the evening. The UV index is at 9. That means ultraviolet radiation from the sun will be extremely high. Be sure to protect yourself from the sun by wearing hats and long sleeves to reduce sun exposure. Sunscreen is a must if you're out during the hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Also remember to drink plenty of water. As for pollen, the pollen count is low for those allergy sufferers affected by grass, ragweed, and tree pollen. And that's our weather forecast as we head into the weekend. Let's head back to the news desk with Lanika and Courtney.
Thanks, Fallon. Stay with us for a look at our local sports. We'll be right back.
Valdosta State University. Encouraging.
In-depth inquiry.
Hands-on experience.
Service and involvement.
And a global view.
While offering
a beautiful residential campus.
Over 100 fields of study.
Graduate and online degrees.
And championship athletics.
All in a warm and friendly community.
Get connected and involved.
Do more, become more.
Valdosta State University.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out. When someone gives blood and a life is saved. That moment when heartbreak turns to hope. You're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies. And your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. Now let's take a look at local sports with Shelby Mitchell. Thanks, Courtney. In volleyball news, after defeating First Presbyterian Christian Academy, the Valwood Valiants received their first win in school history. The Valiants look to receive their first winning streak when they return home Saturday to take on Lafayette Christian School. The game is scheduled for 12 p.m. Coming up this weekend in softball, the Valdosta Wildcats will face the Brunswick Pirates at home Saturday in a doubleheader. The games are set to begin at 12 p.m. The Lowndes Vikettes will travel to Watkinsville for the North Oconee Tournament. The tournament is scheduled for Saturday and Sunday and will be held at Veterans Park in Watkinsville. Friday night will be a busy night on the football field as fans fill the stands to cheer on the Valdosta Wildcats and Lowndes Vikings at their home stadiums. The Wildcats will take on the Brooks County Trojans in Bazemore Hyder Stadium at 8 p.m. in hopes to redeem themselves from last year's first-time loss to the Trojans. The Lowndes County Vikings will face Newton Rams at Martin Stadium. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. as well. The Valwood Valiants will take on the Flint River Academy Wildcats in Woodbury, Georgia, with kickoff set for 7:30. That's a look at your local sports. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Lanika Alexander.
And I'm Courtney Chickas. Have a great day and we'll see you next time.